So, it's at least gonna say hi.
You sneak in, you star, the star sneaks in, and I don't even see him.
I just voted for you live on television.
And the star sneaks in, and I don't even see him.
Don't get him on TV, Pedro, buying votes. Don't do that.
It's live. It's live.
Jarod Woodfill, guys, former Harris County Republican Party chairman, candidate for RPT. Great job tonight, Jarod.
Thank you, Claire.
Now, what I'm hearing consensus-wise is they really like the format. How did you enjoy the format? You thought it was allowed you to get it out there?
I liked it. I would have liked us to have had an opening statement, which is the only thing I would have changed, but I liked the back and forth. That was good.
You sound like you got really comfortable, especially when the conversation got to the platform and it got into your wheelhouse, right?
As you know, that's my passion.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm running for this because I believe in those principles.
Right.
Win or lose, I can sleep easy at night knowing that I stood for the principles that are embodied in our platform. And so that's why we should do it. We shouldn't do it because we want a title or because we want fame. We should do it because we believe in the principles and values of that party platform.
You enjoyed this you've enjoyed this campaign.
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, you love it. But you've enjoyed this campaign, right?
Right. I love it because we're talking about issues that I'm passionate about, that are important to me. The same issues you talk about every single day. And so when you're passionate about something, it's not work. It's a pleasure. It's fun. It's enjoyable because you hope that you're changing lives one person at a time and making a difference in the future of this country.
Hey, Jarod, we've talked about this a couple of times, and I'm hoping you're going to be able to make your slot tomorrow morning on Raging Elephants Radio. It's going to be 3 o'clock tomorrow, guys, 3 p.m. Texas time. Jarod will be on, and we'll have a chance to drill down even further. More importantly, we need to catch up on the Plano case, what's going on up there. We need to catch up on the ruling by the great verdict by the jury in the Denise Parker case. But Jarod, the question I've been asking everyone, as great as this turnout was tonight, the problems that we're seeing in legislating, the ignoring of the platform, I think it's a legitimate question. Is the party chairman still relevant in our political environment today in the state of Texas? Can you really make an impact? Can anyone, whoever wins this office, make an impact as far as legislation and governance is concerned?
Well, the party chair can be relevant if the party chair will speak to the issues of the day. If the party chair will be the voice of the delegates who create that platform, yes, and the party chair should be relevant because the folks who create that platform, who elect that same party chair, are counting on that person to be in Austin expressing their will consistent with the platform. And if he or she is not doing that, then they're not doing their job and they're shirking their responsibilities. The question becomes, what type of party chair are you going to be? Are you going to be a party chair that throws a nice little party as a little social club and then goes home and takes the title with him or her? Or are you going to be a party chair that is proactive, aggressive, and making a difference in the life of Texans all across the state? That's the party chair I'll be.
And on a local level, I liked the fact that he was speaking to the local issues because I am going into restrooms in Houston, Texas, into unisex restrooms, and that's an issue. I mean, there's a lot more issues than that, but they are on the local level, and we do have to start on the local level.
And with respect to the local level, we've talked a lot about the city of Houston, but the mayor brought that fight to us. We didn't bring it to her, but when she brought it, we were ready to go.
That's right.
And I'm proud to say that is a great example of how we can grow our party, because it wasn't just Tea Party activists, conservative Republicans standing against her. It was African American pastors, Latino pastors, Asian pastors that traditionally voted Democrats standing with strong conservative evangelical Christians, all because we were united on an issue. And when we had those press conferences and they saw the Democratic Party standing with Denise Parker and not one Democrat elected official standing with them or with us, they're looking at the Republican Party. So eyes are opening and ears are hearing our message for the first time on issues.
And that's where the criticism came in as far as the guys at the top end of the party was when these issues do crop up, as they did in San Antonio, and you see this ecumenical coming together of all these different pastors and communities and everything. The party, even on a state level, should be jumping in there and exploiting that, right? Because we've been wanting entree into those communities. We've been wanting entree into those congregations of color. The door is wide open. Jump in there and take advantage of it.
And that's really the question. Are we going to have an active conservatism that's making a difference, changing the culture? Are we going to have a conservatism that just sits in our Republican strongholds and talks to each other? Well, I believe if we're going to be the party of 2014 and beyond, we're going to have an active form of conservatism and take our winning message, as you've done forever, into communities that have not traditionally voted Republican. We have a platform and we have principles and values that we believe in that we shouldn't be ashamed of. And if we're not ashamed of them, we should be like that light that talks about in the Bible. We shouldn't hide it under a bushel. No, we should let it shine. If we're going to be salt and light, salt has to come up against that thing it's trying to preserve if it's going to make a difference. Light doesn't do a thing if it's covered by a bushel. So we have to let our light shine. And so we do that by talking about the issues that motivate us, that are important to us, that we're passionate about, that we spend time away from family, friends, and businesses because we want to make a difference in this state and this country. And that's what y'all are doing.
Well, guys, unfortunately, most of you out there that's watching Jarod Woodfill right now, you're not going to have a chance to vote for him. It is the sole purview of the State Republican Executive Committee. That vote's going to take place on March the 7th. Wherever you're living inside the state of Texas, go to the RPT website and find out who your SREC committee man and woman are. Get in contact with them and let them know who your preference is, because you're not going to be able to vote on it, okay? But you got to let who your SREC member know who your preference is. Get on it. That vote is next Saturday. Thanks, Jarod.
Thank you.
And you'll hear Jarod tomorrow, 3 p.m., RagingElePhantsRadio.com. He is an RER contributor, and we'll be talking about the other issues as well, Jarod, tomorrow.
Always enjoy it. Thank you, Flavor. Appreciate
Thanks a lot, man. All right.
Thank you.
All right.